It's time for a car video again, as I just cannot find the time to film these days, so we're filming on the go. I want to talk about a collector's woe that I think we've all come across, and I'm kind of at a point where I need to just talk about it because it's been driving me absolutely bonkers. Doubles. Check this out. Hello, Molly. So at the minute, just showing you kind of a set for this. This is mine. This needs to go on the shelf. This needs to go on the Xbox shelf. Pretty much everything that you guys see here are current doubles that I do need to do something with. Some really nice 360 OG Xbox, especially this one. This is a really nice nice title, and this does go for quite a bit. I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is a double. I'm pretty certain that this is a double. But yeah, I do need to be selling these. I will just chuck them out on Facebook. So just give us a follow at the Gebs24. This just needs to go away. So I actually think as well, I might have, Mario Kart Double Dash. There's a Mario Kart Double Dash there, but it's not a red case, which we'll talk about next, okay? So having like doubles from different regions, for example, here we have a PAL copy of The Legend of Zelda, and I know there is a PAL, an NTSC copy right here. That I don't mind. It's when the cases are exactly the same. That's what I mind, and it's becoming a bit of a bugbear. So that is just a small portion of my CD-based doubles, OG Xbox, Xbox 360 at the minute. And what I'm finding, wow, you are a flying down the road that fast. Drive safe, people. So I've been buying bundles, and I'm referring specifically to an original Xbox bundle that I got recently, in which the box was absolutely immaculate and it came with a whole heap of games. Now, all of those games I already have in my collection, so what I've been doing is I'll buy something, replace, like if it's a better condition box or anything like that, I'll put that into my collection and then I'll sell the doubles. And that's what I'm tending to find now as I'm amassing lots of different bundles. Recently, for example, I got a Super Nintendo deal with 28 games. I took out everything that I don't own and I sold all of the doubles, and it's been working really, really well. But sometimes I've been really guilty, and this is what narks me, where I'll get a bundle in and it will just sit in the game room. And I'm so guilty, I think, sometimes of struggling to let it go, even though I know it's a double. And I really need to change that about my approach in the collection, because as you guys know, if you're familiar with my channel, my lady lounge is so freaking full. Like, there's stuff in storage, there's stuff in drawers, there's stuff piled double, triple road on my shelves. I am completely out of space. So when I do get these bundles in and I replace my good stuff and I've got my doubles, I need to set myself a goal for 2021, and I guess it's a kind of a collector's goal, that I need to be flogging my doubles. Now, I have a lot to go through, so what you just saw in the previous footage is just a small portion of my doubles, and if you want to buy them, here is my Facebook page. It is also linked in the description. If you don't want to click the link, just type in the Gebs24 in your Facebook search bar and you will find my page. We've got daily gaming goodness there, laughs, jokes, debates, everything. There's a bunch of horses behind as well. What is going on with the traffic today? So I will be hopefully this week getting my doubles out onto that page if you would like to buy them. So another thing that I've been just kind of really toying with is like emulation devices. So about 3 years ago, there was lots of emulation devices that came out, like the JXD SB7800 or S7800B, which is a fantastic Android device, really kind of, I guess, the size of a Nintendo Switch, probably a little bit bigger actually. And it was one of my favorite emulation devices that came out at that time. And then the GXD came out, and that kind of looks like a 3DS, an original size kind of 3DS, and I liked it because it was a flip and it was just a little bit more portable, easier to kind of carry around. And I'm like, do I need all of these emulation devices? Because I have so many different emulation devices that I don't do anything with them, and I'm not a huge fan of emulation anyway. I would much rather play on original hardware. So do I sell them? Do I trade them? I can trade them for better things to put back into my collection. And recently I've been getting emails from companies asking me to review another Chinese knockoff emulation device, and another one, and another one. And I've got to the point where I'm either saying no, I'm really not interested anymore, I just don't care, or I'm just completely ignoring the emails. So if you're watching this video and you are a company and you want to send me an emulation device, don't bother, because my answer is no. I'm really picky now about what I review, because I'm out of space and I don't just want to regurgitate crap for the sake of, you know, putting it out there. I'm so over emulation devices, and for me that's been a bit of a burden, you know, in my collection. And I wanted to know what you guys, first of all, think of emulation devices. Is there still a place for them in 2021? Obviously we have things like the Nintendo Switch, where you can still download Super Nintendo games. Yes, that's emulation, get that, but it's kind of a legitimate Nintendo release emulation. So I don't mind stuff like that, but things like, you know, Chinese knockoff devices that are supposed to look like a Game Boy Advance, that blatantly aren't Game Boy Advance, and blatantly running a third-party copy of Super Mario Bros. 3 with very different graphics and sometimes different characters and enemies. I'm over it, dude. I'm so over it. So I think I'm gonna possibly look at kind of recycling the emulation devices that I have and trading them in, because a lot of them are worth quite a lot, except for my GXD. I'll keep the GXD, but not, I don't know about the JXD, because that's a really nice piece of kit as well. Ooh, it's quite rare as well, you know. But I have like multiple emulation devices that all do the same thing. So technically it's a double, because this is what this video is about, Collection Woes doubles. Now again, I said in the footage in the game room that anything that has a slightly different release, whether it's PAL, NTSC, slightly different colour boxes, and you see like your classic versions, that I don't mind. And I'll refer, an easy one for me to refer to is Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, because you have a blue label release, you have a red label release, which is the classics release, and you have a black label release as well. And I own them all, so I think for things like that, I don't mind the doubles, because the collector in me that sits them proudly on the shelf will keep them there and internally boast about them, if I'm brutally honest. So yeah, I'm really kind of stoked about that, but it's just, I'll be getting rid of it. I've got 2 original Xboxes, so I'm going to be putting together a really nice original Xbox bundle to sell, some spare 360 games that I'll probably just trade in at CEX, because CEX opens in a few weeks. And yeah, I'm going to cut down on buying doubles specifically, but it's just going to make the £5 game challenge very difficult. But anyway, I think I've kind of conveyed everything I want to share, and I'm eager to see what you guys think and how you view your collections, because I want mine to grow, but I want it to grow in the best possible way. I only now really want to collect things that I don't have, even different variants of like GBASPs, for example. There's lots of different variations of them. Yes, they're double consoles, but the shells are very different and the story behind the release is very different, so that I don't mind. I'm talking specifically for double games and emulation devices. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.